time to look for how you can create your own opportunity for when things are open back up, that you can start to act upon it. Now, in America, people don't know really what's going to happen. I have a pretty good idea of what I think is going to happen. Look, people aren't going to be going out and spending money the way they were doing before all this. I live in Georgia. Georgia is basically, a lot of places are reopening in Georgia. But I went to a restaurant the other day, and it was basically empty. And so people still aren't going to places, even though those places are opened. What that means is businesses are going to be making about 25% of the amount of money they were making before. Mm-hmm. Now, some businesses might be able to survive on that, but they won't be able to keep all their staff. So that's going to mean businesses will be letting people go, and some of these people will be on unemployment for a longer period of time. The longer people are on unemployment, the longer people are unemployed and can't pay their bills, what will start to happen if that goes on too long and most of these people don't go back to work, some of these people run into problems where they can't pay their mortgage. Right now, everybody's trying to help everybody. The mortgage company is giving you a break on your mortgage. You know, you don't have to pay car payments for 3 months, all that stuff. Everybody's kind of giving you a break. Well, they can't do that forever. So eventually they'll say, hey guys, we give you 90 days, but now you gotta collect some money from you. And so that's where you'll start to see problems happening for people. If they can't get back to work in what they were doing before, they have to find something new to do. So I would take this time, if somebody's like lost their job or they're not sure about if their job's going to still be there, take this time to take inventory of yourself, your skills, and look at, okay, you know, how can I be more valuable to the marketplace? How can I be more valuable that an employer will want to hire me? Because look, it's going to be a few months ago, the employee looking for a job, he was in charge because so many places were hiring. He could say, no, I don't want this job. I'll take this job. Can you pay me more? All that kind of stuff. Right now, there's so many people unemployed that the employer is the one now going to be in charge. He's going to get so many candidates looking for jobs. He's going to be like, I don't want that guy. I don't want that guy. I don't want that guy. You know, so they will be strict on terms of the hiring. So you got to figure out how can you be valuable to an employer, and start thinking about that. Think about how you can start setting yourself apart, and how do you continue to be valuable to the place you work now, so that they don't get rid of you. So those are some of the things I would use this time to do if I was concerned about employment, future prospects, things like that.
Okay, just to take you back, right? You said we should answer a few questions. And somebody said I should have you back on the show. Maybe people want you back, so we'll have to find another day to bring you back on the show.
Let me know anytime. We'll schedule it, yeah.
Okay. So Joe Poto is asking, what are the challenges to Liberia replicating the event you spoke about in Ghana?
The challenge is, you see, Ghana has a lot of natural things that people want to see. They make their history more known. Like in Ghana, they have the slave forts where people go. A lot of Black Americans go back there, and that's one of the things they go to do, is to see where slaves were being sent from. To them, they look at that as, wow, this is where my ancestors were shipped out of West Africa from. So Liberia has to figure out how they can use what they've got to be able to attract people to come and visit. Like, because I don't know what Liberia's attraction would be right now for somebody without the whole coronavirus. Let's put that away. I don't know what their attraction specifically would be to get somebody to want to come and visit. I know we used to have a lot of pygmy hippopotamus. That was one of the big things we learned about in school. Liberia has some of the highest concentration of pygmy hippopotamus in the world. But people aren't traveling around the world to go see pygmy hippopotamus, right? So Liberia has to tell a story. And that's what Ghana did. When Ghana said Year of the Return, it was telling a story about returning to Africa, specifically Ghana, and you can see something. So Liberia has to craft a story around something that would attract people to come there and visit. Or
go for it. That story part, I think we have a nice story to tell. maybe we're just not looking in that direction. Like for me, I see it from the point of the returns of the slave. I think that's a beautiful story. If we could get it right and build something around that, I think we could, attract those same kind of people.
Yeah, I think you could do a lot of that kind of stuff. And the thing is, Ghana's got that a little bit more cornered. Liberia would have to do a lot to try to get somebody. It's a lot of Black Americans that when they're choosing to go to Africa, they're looking at one country. They know Ghana well. They don't know Liberia so well. So if you try to go with a message that's too close to it, you could get overshadowed by it. So I think it's got to also be, I think that could be part of it, but I think it also can be something more than that. I think also if you talk about Liberia's role in the civil movements in America, the civil rights movements in America, that there were some civil rights leaders that did go to Liberia.
Yeah.
So I would pull in that type of story and say, here's how why did these civil rights leaders go over here to visit? Because Liberia was always interested in freedom and equality for people. So you write that as part of the story, and then people go, oh wow, I didn't know civil rights leaders went to Liberia. So then you start to make it about that, and you start to make it about why you should come here and see this place, so that you get a chance to look at it for yourself and stuff. Yeah, so and Ghana put a lot of thought and a lot of money into their campaign, and they really sat there and thought about how they were going to put this all together, how they were going to market it. So Liberia needs to do the same thing, how they can put things together, how they can market it. And they got everybody behind it, so that the government, the tourism board put out that message, and then Ghanaians, they just posted about it on social media. So they got a chance to put that story out and multiply the story. So as Liberia crafts their own story, they can then, people on social media will share it, and then they'll start sharing good stuff, not negative stuff.
Good stuff
Yeah.
about our country. So, how can people get your book though? So we have to come up with another show for you. So we don't take much of your time. We've been here for 2 hours now, and I'm sure a lot of people
that's a long time.
And they appreciate the knowledge and everything you've provided today. I'm sure some people want to know how they can get your book. Please, can you show us your book one more time?
Yeah, sure.
People see it.
So our book, Let's Fight About Money. So it's my wife and I on the back here. So it's about how to communicate about money, handle conflicts, and build an unbreakable financial house. So people can get the book by going to letsfightaboutmoney.com or on Amazon. So to go to Amazon or letsfightaboutmoney.com. On our website, letsfightaboutmoney.com, you just cover the shipping and the printing of the book, and then you get it at basically at cost. And then Amazon, I think it's for $20, but you can get it for I think it's $8 on my website. So that's a way that people can get access to this book. And then I'll be be happy to come on again and share some thoughts with you. Just let me know when you want to do that, and we'll coordinate a time. But I just want to say thank you to you. You've done such a great job with your questions and putting this on, and really trying to educate people about this subject. This is something that people really need to learn about. And I'm glad to have these kinds of conversations with you. You're a very smart person, and I think it's great what you're doing to help people and educate people and getting them to look at these kinds of questions. So big shout out to you, Eva. I'm glad that you're doing these kinds of stuff and putting these things together.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for being here. I know you get paid to do these kind of things, but you did it for us for free, and we are very grateful. We need this in Liberia. We need this in Africa. And I'm so glad that you could agree to be on the show with us today. And we learned a lot, so much from you. And we're looking forward to having you back on the show with us. I'll communicate with you so we can find a perfect date for you to be back. And then we can ask you more questions and tap into your fountain of knowledge.
All right.
Thank you so much, Martin. Thank you. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
Have a nice day. So
You
guys,
too.
thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the show. I will keep you posted on the next time. We're going to be back. Thank you all. Have a nice evening. Stay safe. Wash your hands.